Hi students, good morning everybody. Welcome to the channel of Oriental Public School. Myself Shahayar Alam. Today we are going to discuss the theory of supply, which is in microeconomics of class 11th. Here the term supply indicates the quantity of a commodity which is offered by a seller for selling at a particular price during a given period of time. It means whatever quantity of commodity the producers are going to sell in the market, that can be said supply. Supply does not mean that how much the quantity of goods or volume of output the producer produces, but actually how much quantity they are going to sell. यानी कि सप्लाई मतलब यहाँ पर इस बात से है कि गुड्स किस क्वांटिटी में सप्लायर मार्केट में सप्लाई करने के लिए तैयार है। इसका मतलब ये नहीं होता कि उन्होंने कितने गुड्स को प्रोड्यूस किया है। सो इन आवर प्रीवियस चैप्टर theory of demand, we have learned about the various concepts of demand and the amount of quantity demanded by the consumer. In the same way, here in the supply chapter, we will learn about the concept of supply, that is how much quantity is supplied by the producer at various possible prices, and also the price elasticity of demand. It means that if there is any changes in the price of the commodity in the market, what the decision the producers are going to take relating to volume of output they will sell in the market. So यहाँ पर सप्लाई उस क्वांटिटी उस वॉल्यूम को कहेंगे जो कोई भी प्रोड्यूसर मार्केट में सेल करने के लिए तैयार हो। यहाँ सप्लाई के मीनिंग को अगर देखें तो उसके कुछ एलिमेंट्स होते हैं और उन एलिमेंट्स को डिस्कस किए बगैर हम सप्लाई के मीनिंग को नहीं समझ सकते। तो पहले हम उन एलिमेंट्स को डिस्कस करते हैं और वो एलिमेंट है पहला quantity of a commodity. It indicates the quantity that the firm is willing to bring into the market at a particular price. यानी वो क्या क्वांटिटी है जो वो मार्केट में लाना चाहते हैं, जो मार्केट में प्राइसेस चल रहे हैं। पहली चीज सप्लाई के मीनिंग को समझने के लिए हमें क्वांटिटी ऑफ द कमोडिटी को समझना है। सेकेंड वन इज विलिंगनेस टू सेल। इसका मतलब ये होता है कि उन्होंने जितने भी गुड्स को प्रोड्यूस किए होंगे उन गुड्स में से कौन सी क्वांटिटी को मार्केट में सेल करना चाहते हैं। क्या वो टोटल क्वांटिटी को सेल करेंगे या उनमें से कुछ क्वांटिटी को मार्केट में जो प्राइस अवेलेबल है उसको देखते हुए। तीसरा एलिमेंट जो है वो प्राइस ऑफ the commodity. Supply of a commodity is always depend on the price, because if there is change in the price, then the volume of output to be supplied may also change. Price एक फैक्टर important फैक्टर है क्वांटिटी की सप्लाई से। और लास्ट वन पीरियड ऑफ टाइम। इट मीन्स एट ए पर्टिकुलर पीरियड ऑफ टाइम हाउ मच क्वांटिटी द प्रोड्यूसर इज गोइंग टू सेल। The period of time may be for 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, or a year, but it should be repeating in nature. Now come to the point, categories of supply. There are two categories. One is individual supply, another one is market supply. Individual supply refers to the quantity of a commodity that an individual firm is willing and able to offer. It means when we talk about any particular firm, then it is called individual supply. And in market supply, it refers to the quantity of a commodity that all the firms are willing and able to offer for sale at a given price during a given period of time. यानी जब हम किसी एक पर्टिकुलर फर्म की, सिंगल फर्म की बात करें तो वो एक इंडिविजुअल सप्लाई होती है, और जब हम पूरे मार्केट के सभी फर्म्स की कलेक्टिव वे में बात करें तो उसको हम मार्केट सप्लाई कह सकते हैं. नाउ कम टू द अनदर इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक, दैट इज डिटर्मिनेंट्स और द फैक्टर्स which affect the supply. First point is price of the commodity. It is the most important factor determining the supply of a commodity, as its price. It means that whenever the price of a commodity increases, the volume of output to be supplied also increases. And when the price of the commodity decreases, the volume of output also decreases. It means it has a direct relationship. Price has the direct relation with quantity to be supplied in the market. The next point is price of other goods. As we know, all resources have alternative usage. The quantity supplied of a commodity depends not only on its price but also on the price of other commodities. If there is increase in the price of other goods, which are substitute goods or complementary goods, make them more profitable in comparison to the given commodity, and as a result the firm shifts its limited resources from production of the given commodity to production of other goods. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि हर रिसोर्स का एक अल्टरनेटिव यूज होता है, और जब किसी भी गुड्स के जो रिलेटेड गुड्स होते हैं, या तो वो सप्लीमेंट्री गुड्स हो या कम्प्लीमेंट्री गुड्स हो, अगर उनकी प्राइसेस में कोई चेंजेज आता है, प्राइस उसकी कम हो जाती है, तो कोई भी प्रोड्यूसर चाहेगा कि हम अपने रिसोर्सेस को कन्वर्ट उन चीज़ों में करें, उन गुड्स में, जिससे हमें कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन कम लगे, और कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन कम लगाकर हम जो है उसको प्रोड्यूस करें, ताकि मार्केट में जो प्राइसेस चल रहे हों उनसे हम ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा प्रॉफिट अर्न कर सकें. पॉइंट इज प्राइस ऑफ फैक्टर्स ऑफ प्रोडक्शन और द प्राइस ऑफ इनपुट्स. प्राइस ऑफ फैक्टर्स ऑफ प्रोडक्शन और इनपुट्स लाइक लेबर, कैपिटल, रॉ मटेरियल which are used in the process of production constitute the cost of production of the commodity. If the price of all or any of these factors or inputs increases, the cost of production also increases, which will decrease the profitability of the producer. And as a result, the seller will reduce the supply of the commodity. On the other hand, if there is any decrease in the price of factors of production or inputs, then it will increase the supply due to fall in cost of production, and subsequently the producer will get more and more profit margin. The next point is state of technology. It means if any firm uses latest and updated or improved technology, then it will reduce the cost of production, which ultimately increases the profit margin. So the firm or the producer will try to sell their goods when they get good margin of profit. And the next point is government policy. Here, government policy related to taxes and subsidies. If there is an increase in tax rates, the cost of production will also increase, which will reduce the commodity to be supplied in the market due to lower profit margin. So, whenever government increases their taxation or decreases the subsidies which is given to the firm or any producer, then due to high cost of production, the production process will decrease, and which ultimately will affect to the volume of supply. The next point is goal of the firm. Generally, the firm increases its supply only at higher prices, as their aim is to earn maximum profit. But sometime the trend changes, because some firms are willing to supply more even at lower price, as their objective is to capture market share. यानी कि कोई भी फर्म प्रॉफिट को ध्यान इतनी इम्पोर्टेंस नहीं देता, वो सिर्फ चाहता है कि मार्केट शेयर हमारा बढ़ जाए, हमारी प्रोडक्ट की ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा सेल हो। तो अगर किसी फर्म की इस तरह की ऑब्जेक्टिव है तो वो लो कॉस्ट पे भी, लो प्राइस पे भी जो मार्केट में है उसमें ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा गुड्स को वो सप्लाई करेंगे। द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज future expectation. The future expectation of change in price is also another determinant of supply. If there is expectation of earning maximum amount of profit in the future, then the producer will increase the supply. And if there is any expectation of decrease in price in the future, then they will decrease the supply of commodity in the market. The last 2 points are number of firms. If there is maximum number of firms in the market, then they will send more and more commodities into the market, and it will increase the volume of supply. And the last one is means of transportation and communication. If means of transportation and communication is good, then the goods will easily can be sent into the market, and there will be no any shortage of goods or commodities in the market. The next topic of discussion is supply function. Supply function is the functional relationship between the quantity supplied for a particular commodity and the factors influencing in it. It means what are the factors and how they affect the quantity of the commodity, which can be expressed as Sx. Sx means the quantity of commodity X supplied in the market. F indicates the functional relationship, and Px price of the commodity. P0 means price of other related goods. ST indicates the state of technology, T indicates the taxation policy, G goals of the firm and number of firms, F indicates future expectations regarding Px, yani price of commodity X, and M means of transportation and communication. All these factors affect the volume of supply to be supplied in the market. The next topic of discussion is supply schedule. Supply schedule is a tabular statement showing various quantities of a commodity being supplied at various levels of price during a given period of time. It means how much quantity of goods the producers are selling in the market. When it is shown in a tabular way, that tabular statement is said to be supply schedule. The supply schedule may be of two types. One is individual supply schedule, another one is the market supply schedule. When you talk about any particular firm, that is individual supply schedule, and when we talk about all the firms in the market, then it is called as market supply schedule. The next topic is supply curve. When supply curves refers to the graphical representation of supply schedule. It means that when the tabular statement we put into a graphical paper and we present in a graphical way, then it is said to be supply curve. It is also of two types. One is individual supply curve and another one market supply curve. Individual means when we talk about a particular firm, it is individual supply curve, and when we talk about the entire market, it is called the market supply curve. So students, today we discussed the various concepts of supply. In our next class, we will discuss about the law of supply, means how the supply is affected with an increase or decrease in the price. So have a nice day.